Good morning and welcome back to White Mountain Stay here at White Mountain TV 16. Joining us right here is Ellen Chandler from Jackson Cross Country. How are you, Ellen?
I'm fine, Rob. Nice to be here.
Nice to see you again. Excuse me, I'm going to cough.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that. So you've been in the Valley before, but you're back at Jackson Cross Country.
Yes, it's great to be back in the valleys. I've reconnected with so many friends and have been able to meet up with people I've known from the different downhill areas I've worked at, and just it's such a welcoming place to be.
And you kind of picked the right year to come back.
I sure did. It was it kind of caught up with me a little bit by surprise in the middle of November, but wow, to be open since I think November 17th, it's we believe it's a record.
Oh, absolutely. And you've opened and had more trails, less trails, but everything is going great.
Oh, it's going well. It's we are seeing guests from really all over New England and the Northeast, and probably even further afield this week. We get phone calls coming in from the earliest in the morning till late in the evening, and one of the fun things this week, we have a lot of high school ski teams training with us too.
Oh, that's awesome. And I mean, what a great setup for, because as you were describing it, which I think is a great way to look at it, you have so many different sections, so there's kind of like skiing for everybody.
There really is, and it's almost like having multiple actual cross-country ski centers all under one hub. So we have the Prospect Farm trails that are open right now. There's as much skiing up there as in an entire, it could be its own cross-country ski center,
Right.
literally. And that's high elevation, and it's kept its snow depth all season long. And we also have another 10 to 15 kilometers open at the between the Eagle Mountain House and Christmas Farm. Beautiful trails. The fields are nice and flat and smooth, and then things like the Wave for a little bit more exciting skiing. And we've had the Ellis River Trail open a lot this year. Right now it is closed up until tomorrow, but we have the Wentworth Golf Course is just beautiful for lessons, and even for someone who just wants to go out and ski 2 or 3 kilometers along the river. Just a beautiful place to go skiing and come right back to the center with a roaring fire.
And of course, the key to a good cross country center is the grooming and maintaining the conditions. You'll hear about water drainage and everything else, and you guys have that down pat.
We really try. We work all summer clearing the trails, making sure that the water has a place to escape, and then also mowing them as nice as we can to wherever possible. I mean, a nice grassy surface, a nice short grassy surface is the
Right.
best possible for cross-country skiing, and we work hard at that.
And so you've got some stuff coming up too, some events that are coming up.
Sure, we have some special events, including the UNH Winter Carnival is coming up on the 18th and 19th of January.
That's a biggie.
It's a biggie, and it's a nice time to be able to, if you want to watch some really high-end skiing, it's in all likelihood someone who races there that day could win the NCAAs come March. So there'll be distance racing on Friday for both men and women, and then on Saturday, I'm so thrilled we got this on the schedule. It's a skate sprint, so they'll be going head to head. In the morning, they all race one at a time to see who gets in the top 30. The top 30 go into a ladder format. They race 6 at a time, narrowing the field down to a final 6, and it is just the most exciting cross-country skiing to watch, and skate skiing is so fast.
And how far are they going for that one?
For that one, it's I say only in cross-country skiing would 1.4 kilometers, so basically a mile is called a sprint.
Wow.
So,
and they're gonna, I mean, that's gonna be.
yeah, around 4 or 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And they'll be starting and finishing from the fields at the Eagle Mountain House. So great spectator spots. And there will also be places if you want to go up on the hills. There's a hill called Coach's Corner. If you want to watch them climbing just as hard as they can, and then taking a sharp corner and heading downhill really, really fast. It's gonna be exciting.
And watching cross country skiing, I think some people, if they've never seen it or haven't watched it on the Olympics or anything like that, but seeing it in person, it's unbelievable, the energy and the excitement.
Oh yeah, and you can get so nice and close to the racers. So it's sort of Tour de France and figure skating and roller derby all in one.
And so that's coming up what weekend?
That will be the Friday the 18th and then Saturday the 19th. And then coming up the next weekend is a chance for anyone who wants to race. It's a citizens race. It's called the Freeman Frost White Mountain 30-kilometer race, and it is truly a citizens race, so anyone can enter. And in general, the race starts down on the Wentworth Golf Course and wends its way up the Yodel Trail, skis around the Christmas Farm and Eagle Trails, and then comes screaming back down the Yodel to town and finishes by the right at the golf course center that we have for a lodge.
Screaming back down. That would probably be me. Ah!
I know. Watch out.
Well, cross country skiing is one of those things that I think a lot of people, they see it and they wonder, can I do it? And it's an easy sport to pick up. Lessons do make a difference, though.
They really make a difference. It's so. You could, I mean, pretty much anyone could conceivably teach him or herself to cross country ski, but it would be, you just bypass, weeks of figuring it out for yourself with one lesson.
Right.
And you start gliding, and gliding is what cross country skiing is all about.
And of course, you've got the teachers, you've got the
Great
setup
instructors, and you can take a private lesson. Most people like to learn in a group setting because you actually can learn from what the instructor is telling the other people too,
Right.
and it makes it kind of fun and social. And then we also offer a neat way for people who live around here and have the time on Fridays called Friday Gliders, and it's actually a group outing that goes out every Friday starting on the 4th. And from 1 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. And we have 3 different levels, so you can go out for 2 hours of really robust skiing, 2 hours of casual skiing, or 2 hours of very social skiing. I mean, I'm going to be leading the social group.
Evan, what are you saying?
We are never leaving the golf course. We're going to just ski on the golf course and chat, and people can take as many laps as they want. So
See, that sounds perfect for me.
I think it would be just wonderful.
Boy,
Yeah.
I'll have to maybe Friday glide with you guys. That sounds like
Why
a great
not?
time,
Why
so.
not? Yeah.
And what are the hours for skiing?
We open at 8 in the morning and go till 4 in the afternoon. Usually try to wrap things up by about 4:30. But so it's a nice day. And most people, we joke at cross country, we have the 10 o'clock rush because with cross country skiing, one of the nice advantages is you don't have to get there at dawn. I mean, we'll be there at 8 if you want to go in, but most people show up around 10 o'clock. They have a nice breakfast. They show up. They go skiing. They come back, have a nice little rest at the touring center, and then maybe go out for a little while in the afternoon. And then there's another group of people who will have done something completely different all day, might have been their travel day, and they'll show up at 3 and just go out for an hour or so.
And that's one of the beauties of cross country is that you can do that. And if you go out for an hour and like you say you go hard for an hour, you feel good.
You've been skiing.
You've been skiing.
Yeah.
So. Absolutely. Well, it sounds like so much fun for you to be able to kind of explore all the great things about Jackson Cross Country.
Oh, I mean, I'm learning something every day. I mean, I was an avid Jackson skier when I lived back in the Valley several years ago, and it's developed over the years since then, and I'm learning new things every day and just loving it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And I was going to say, well, when do you close? But it's a long way away from now. I mean, we're just here December 30th.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just like you say, but you started November 17th. It seems like you've been skiing for so long already.
Oh, we've had
a month and a half.
We've had half a season, and the season's only
beginning.
But it's not a half at all. I mean, it's more like a quarter.
Right.
Yeah. There's plenty more skiing.
That's awesome. And we've got some snow coming in on Monday night, tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just going to add to it. That's going to be great.
Oh, we'll be able to bump up the trail counts, and people will get to explore new trails, and it just makes it even more fun.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And you have a website.
We certainly do. It's jacksonxc.org. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, so we are a .org.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So check that out. You can find out what trails are open and like the different things. I mean, I don't get into this level of it, but the types of waxes that you might need. And of course, your folks can help people with that.
Oh, certainly. And actually, on our website every day, we list a suggested wax of the day. So if someone wants to wax at home before they get there, or they would at least have a good idea when they got to the shop if they needed to pick up a new wax, it's called the Swix Wax Wizard. I go on that every morning, and so people can do that themselves. But we go there for you and post it on our website so people have a good idea what they might want to wax.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Well, Ellen, great to see you.
Yeah.
And
Wonderful
Happy
to see
New
you.
Year. And good luck with the rest of the season.
Oh, thank you so much, Rob. Hope to see you on the trails.
Absolutely. And we're back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.